another way to enhance distance healing with this group is to show up live if possible. I really think that it helps to be here live. And now, that being said, just think of it, when all of our biology has been set up to understand that when we're in the same place in the same time, and we're together, that's a meeting. And we've basically removed a big chunk of that by doing distance healing. Hello, this is Suzanne Clegg, adjusting the camera. All right, good. So this is the Friday group distance healing, and welcome. So I have some names that I'm going to read, and I thought today I would talk about some ways to enhance distance healing, because I'd like this to work, all right? I'd like this to really help the people that want some help. So let me go through them. So I'll just go through, I've got 9 suggestions here. So the one is to use a symbol of connection. So when I'm doing like in-person, like not in-person, but one-on-one distance healing, I get some hair. Like here's an example of my hair. And I hold it. And I put it in my palm, and people can kind of tell the difference when I'm holding it and when I'm not. The hair is a very powerful symbolic connection because I'm actually physically touching their hair. And so it sort of reroutes around my unconscious filters that say that I'm not touching them or I'm not present with them because I'm present with their hair. So that's good. Another thing you can do is that if you have like if you're just healing one person, you can have their photograph, you can look at that, or you can write their name on a piece of paper and hold that. You can do something to connect you to the people that you want healing for. So for this group, you don't know all the names, the list of the names that you're doing, but you could get a piece of paper or something and just pretend like you're holding the list. So like the way I'm holding this hair, you could pretend like, there's the hair on the other side. You could pretend like the list is in your hand and that it's somehow, all the names are on it. So you're using your imagination to pretend that the names are on it, and then you hold it, all right? And that will help you connect. So that's just one way. So use a symbol of connection, because you want to connect to the names. So use a symbol to help you do that. All right, another way to enhance distance healing with this group is to show up live if possible. I really think that it helps to be here live. And now, that being said, just think of it, when all of our biology has been set up to understand that when we're in the same place in the same time, and we're together, that's a meeting. And we've basically removed a big chunk of that by doing distance healing, so we're not in the same place. But if you can be in the same time, that helps your biocomputer or whatever really be here now and focus and let the resonance and the connection with everybody happen. All right. Now that if you're watching this recording later, what you do is you spin it. You just spin it. Okay. So you say something like, "I am here at the exactly right time." And the fact that I can't be there live is helping me connect in a different way than if I were there live. And then notice the benefit that you get from not being here live. All right, because there will be one. There's a yin and yang of everything. Okay, good. All right, number 3, prepare for the session. So, I prepared by getting my computer set up. I also lit a candle. Here's my candle. It's all glowing in here. And, sorry, it doesn't have a bottom. And I have my water. It's actually seltzer. And I'm going to charge it with healing intention. And what you can do is you can light a candle if you want. You can get your water. But you can just, in some way, set up your physical space intentionally so that it helps you arrive here in a fuller way. So, like, don't be distracted. Don't do this while you're doing a bunch of other things. Unless you want to experiment with doing it while you're doing some other things, in which case have that be your intention. But don't just be lazy, okay? Like, whatever, however you show up, however you connect with the group, have it be intentional. All right, number 4, open your heart. Now, with group distance healing, a group creates a certain resonance. And do we want to resonate in worry and fear, or do we want to resonate with love and light and peace and joy and stuff like that? So right now, I'd like you to feel a warm sensation in your chest and actually open your heart to the possibility of healing for yourself and for the others that will be, that have asked for healing today, okay? And you actually feel a warm feeling inside your chest. And kind of the way you feel, like I feel it when I pet my dog, it's just like this warm fuzzy. I feel it when I hold my my sweet infant granddaughter. She's just, you know, there's just nothing not to love about her, and it just opens my heart. Other people, they're usually a little more textured. Sometimes it's easier to open your heart than other times, right? Anyway, so love doesn't, we're not loving as a technique to heal. So like if you love them hard enough, they will heal it. That's not what we're doing. We're just we're using the ability of our heart to resonate, because resonance amplifies healing. Okay, and the heart is the great resonator, and love is the great resonator too. All right, number 5, get grounded. All right, so if you've seen my YouTube videos, I kind of take grounding to the next level. So the way I learned how to ground, and it's still a very good way, is you imagine that you have a cord of light that goes down inside you and down through your chair into the center of the earth. And you literally feel like you're rooted like a tree. Okay? And I have a video somewhere about being grounded on all 4 octaves. So you ground yourself spiritually, you ground yourself astrally, you ground yourself with your life force, and you ground yourself with the physical. And I'm not going to go through all that right now, but if you want to prepare, you can watch that video. Maybe I'll link that in the chat here. Because that alone is like 10 minutes, just going through all the ways you can ground yourself. Okay, so the number 6 is to participate fully. So you want to be present. Open your heart and to the session as if you're like visiting a loved one. Really when you do anything a lot of times, it can become numbing, or a certain intimacy can develop. And we're going to do the intimacy one, all right? We're going to do the, like, we're so connected that even though it seems like we're doing the very same thing, we're still just doing the guided visualization to the pond and reading some names. But because we're being intimate with it, it's very fresh and alive and new. So let's do that one. Okay. And you do that by participating fully, and then the nuances emerge. All right, so number 7 is embrace the doing and especially the not doing. So we don't zap, in my method, we don't zap the healing people and animals with love and light. It's more like we honor the love and light that emerges out of them, and we witness it as already happening. Or we notice that it's not happening, but whatever we do, we're not confusing our own desire for healing with the force of the universe that can actually make that happen. And the off periods are as vital as the on periods. So if you space out, that's okay, just come back. And when you come back, notice how much, like, something will have changed. All right? You go, oh, I'm a little more aware of this than I was before my mind wandered. Okay, and you'll notice that I even have off periods set up so that the healing the super active part happens, from 4 to 4:30 on Fridays. And then through Monday night, is a less active but still active part. And then it gets surrendered into the ethers, and an even more subtle form of going on. And you could say you release it to the angels and let the forces that are just more and more subtler forms of consciousness, you're handing it off to in the off times. And just how healing happens when we sleep rather than when we're awake focusing on it. Sometimes the big healing happens when we're not here, but we have to kind of be here. We have to have an on in order to have a powerful off. Otherwise, we're just gone. All right. All right. Number 8, redo your cycling list. So many of us are here because we know the Bengston Method, and we know the rapid image cycling visualization. And the better you do that method, the more you'll contribute to this program. That being said, you don't have to know it in order to contribute. Just being here listening is a contribution. All right, but if you do know that, spruce up your cycling list. All right. And number 9 is focus on awareness, not rules. So so I've just given you 9 ways to do it better, but really just your presence is what it is. And so you just be aware of what's going on. And then the tweaks will come to you. But if you're busy trying to do it right, you won't get that inner guidance. It'll be like your superego just telling you to do it a certain way. So